Oh, man. All right. Hey, kids, it's Uncle Tony, and here's something that sucks. I have to, I gotta come clean. I recorded, this is all going, this is so much a mess. I messed up. Season 5, Episode 3, I watched, I had a great reaction to, and I didn't record any sound, not intentionally, but unintentionally recorded no sound. And it would not be fair for me to put up my mute reaction to an episode of Lucifer. So I'm going to sit down and do it again. Season 5, Episode 3, Diablo. I remember most of my comments that I wanted to make along the way, but you are going to be ripped out of the joy of seeing me realize what the meta plot of this episode was. The fact that they were doing a take on Lucifer. It was glorious. I will tell you, the first time watching this through, I enjoyed this episode a great deal because of all the meta-ness of it all. Yeah. Ooh, and maybe some big things coming this week. Maybe some big things coming to the channel this week. Maybe you stick around. Maybe you hit like. Maybe you hit subscribe, because big things are coming to the channel this week. If you made it this far into the video, you should have left a comment by now. So like, comment, subscribe, share this shit with people, and hit the bell, because big things coming this week. And the one thing that I noticed that I really did want to say is they've thrown away the procedural side of this. It doesn't really matter who the murderer is anymore. Sometimes it's characters that haven't even been introduced in the show yet, and I like that. That's the thing that was always bothering me. Is it asking me to predict who the killer is, or is it just wanting me to watch the show? Now it just wants me to watch the show. It's not taking me on a, hey, here's a whodunit for you to solve. It's saying, here's the devil in L.A., and that's why I like it. Now, up to episode 2, it ain't the devil. It's that fucking Michael, man. I got issues with Michael. You probably heard my issues with Michael, but I don't even like him as a biblical character, much less in Lucifer, where he's a piece of shit. But it is great that they got Tom Ellis to play him. I don't know of any lore that says Michael and Lucifer were twins, but hey, you give, you get, you put up with it. I'll take it if that's what it takes. Besides, if you're shooting, and this is the other thing that I will end up noticing during this rewatch, looks a little cheap. This episode does look a little cheap. You got Lucifer arguing with himself. So you got a double Tom Ellis. That's, you don't pay him by the character. You just pay him to show up. It doesn't matter how many characters he plays. So that's a cheap day on the set. And then it was all backlot that was undressed and trailers and shit. And when you're shooting a movie, that's cheap too. If you're on the backlot at Warner Brothers and you don't have to do a damn thing except throw some trailers out there, you're ready to go. So it seems like a fun cost-saving measure this episode. But other than that, shit, let's get back into it. Let's make a real reaction video this time. I fucked up last time.
So, you're telling me that my dickhead twin showed up on Earth, assumed my identity, and then wreaked all sorts of havoc on my life?
Yep, that's exactly.
Covers it, yes.
Great. And you came down here to tell me this why? Just to torture me? I suppose this is the appropriate place for it.
Yeah. Is there somewhere else that we can talk?
I don't like having private conversations in the hallways, and Kenneth doesn't mind, do you, Kenneth? It's not funny. It's not funny. But we also know he's all bark and no bite. Don't you remember growing up? He'd get under your skin with one of his schemes, then you'd give him one of your atomic wedgies, and that'd be that.
I don't think a wedgie is gonna do it this time.
Didn't know atomic wedgies came from the celestial realm.
Last time I was there, Michael had managed to seat himself at Father's right hand.
Oh dear.
So, Dad's talking to him?
No, he's talking to Father,
Dad.
but he's the only one. Nobody else in the Silver City has a line to him. Nobody. And Michael has seen to it.
Well, he's not in the Silver City now, is he? So excuse me while I go touch him. I can see how that's a poor choice of words. Just hold the fort while I'm gone.
That's terribly unfair. You're gonna
Hold
leave
the-
a Menadil down in hell.
What?
Should we get back to work, or?
Do what you do, guys.
Kakuza, come here, come here. Oh, it's good to see you again. Tell me, what is it you desire?
I want to figure out how to disable the cameras and evidence so I can nap in there.
Oh, naughty you. Thank you.
You're gonna disable
Now I
the
know.
cameras to
about how to do
evidence.
that.
Take some coke or some money.
It's really you. How?
It's a funny story, actually. So there I was in hell, and
Oh,
did he claim he's friends with Elvis? Because for one, the king's still alive, and I'm the only one who knows where. So.
No,
the
no,
domain
he
of the
told me-
king, bar and grill.
Get this, he told me that I was a gift from God.
By the way, if you get that reference, comment below. I'd love to see somebody that gets a reference to the domain of the king, bar and grill. Looking on this episode a second time, I now see that Chloe is finally going through what Lucifer had to go through in that same revelation.
Hey, Ella. Hey.
See?
What do we have?
Undressed backlot.
Meet Matt Owens, stabbed to death. We're still looking for the
It's
murder
a good
weapon.
set. It's a
He
good
was
location.
TV writer, showrunner, in
cheap,
fact,
though.
in charge of a series that shoots here on the lot.
This isn't one of those cases where you just waltz in and figure it out as you go.
Hello? I know that man.
Did him a favor
Really?
once.
Yes, that's Matt Owens. I did him a favor a couple of years ago to help get his career started as a TV writer.
It's the only way to get started in Hollywood. I'm just saying. Diablo!
Actually, now I think of it, we did mostly talk about me.
Lieutenant Diablo! I love this splash. I'm using this splash.
Huh?
The city council has asked me to present you with this.
Well done, Diablo. Lieutenant Diablo, well done.
Thank you, everyone. But really, I should share this with my partner. Where is she? Detective Dancer?
Sorry, Diablo. I was just pumping a suspect for leads. Oh, is that accommodation for you?
For us. If anyone deserves this, it's a woman who's gone from the stripper pole to the detective pool in just 3 years.
Oh dear.
Probably kind of given it a once-over. It's a bit tarnished.
Don't worry, Diablo. You know I'll polish your bugle anytime.
Oh, awesome writing.
And cut.
All the lines they've been trying to keep out of this show for years, I'm sure.
Her yearning was for his job.
Well, of course, possibly. There could be other motives to kill him.
Uh-oh. Sounds like we have a dancer answer.
What?
See, Diablo comes up with the wild theories and crazy hijinks, and Dancer's the fun police.
That's not procedure, Diablo.
I get it. Okay. Well, thank you for your time.
Yes, thank you.
This episode made me laugh.
Do they seem familiar to you?
Michael didn't coax any awful soul-poisoning fears out of you, did he?
Me?
Well,
No, not out of me. No.
Good. Good. Well, that's a relief, because I worry that this not having any free will and being a puppet of fate thing may have knocked the detective off her stride.
May have?
may have.
No thanks. I already got 2 ex-husbands and 3 kids. I don't need a drug problem on top of that.
Oh, sure you do. You're a writer in
Not have a
Hollywood.
drug problem? All I know is, one night Matt's email was down, so I had to hand deliver a script at midnight. He has me bring it to a seedy motel full of tweakers and burnouts.
And it's me, Lucifer.
Smack. Yeah, he had that coming.
Wait. Would you rather that I was Michael?
Either. He left me in the closet, but you went to hell without me.
I did like the idea that Maze didn't quite understand that she was free to go, or that she had her own options. Yeah, it's a nice touch.
Well, this place looks pretty tidy. Doesn't look like a drug den to me.
Well, new TV writing isn't all hookers and blow like the 80s, but...
It's a shame the
I had no
80s
idea
are
how
over.
sad it had got.
Oh, you got a text. Oh, whoa, that's a penis. That's a tattooed penis.
Some patterns are harder to change than others.
Wow, it looks familiar.
Wait, you know Craig?
No,
Wait, you know
this.
Craig?
Oh, I don't know Greg and his tattooed penis.
Oh no! Diablo's dead! Yeah, I knew that was coming. Actually, I knew that was coming the first time around, too, because it wasn't going to be him.
How could nobody notice him missing since lunch? I mean, this man is the entire show. None
The
of these people
entire
would even
show.
exist
How do you go
without him.
without him?
You're gonna drop dead in what? 5 years?
How old do you think I am?
That's how I feel most of the
Oh,
time
no,
with you
30.
people out there. How old do you think I am?
Miss, you have nothing to worry about. I'm gonna be around for a while.
Me too.
And then I'll be down in hell.
Me too.
I can't believe you pulled it off, Diablo. We made it back to Earth piloting a hijacked space shuttle. Insane.
You can say that again, Dancer.
I got two problems with this. Why isn't Lucifer playing Diablo, number one? And why is Dan so bad at this? He had improv classes.
No, it's just, you said this was an amazing gig and that you were grateful to have it.
That's true. I was, but you gotta move on. When a gig ends, sometimes it's easier to focus on the bad.
This doesn't strike me as a good, authentic motive. Because there ain't an actor I know who would give up a fucking series for an indie film. A hit series, second on the call sheet on a hit series, or an indie film that nobody's gonna see.
Okay, I understand killing your showrunner for holding you back, and I get you hiding the vape cartridge to frame your co-star, but why would you kill him when you wanted us to think he was the murderer?
Because that idiot deduced my yearning.
Desire would be a better word, I think. And the inevitable scene. An equally matched fight between angels. Watching this the second time through, I noticed a shot where you only see one of their reflections in the ceiling.
You may want credit for my decisions, but I'm confident this one is all mine.
And now we'll be able to tell them apart. I don't know how I feel about this whole Inception-style plotline about what Michael did to Lucifer, but, you know, I'll roll with it. You gotta have some way to bring the devil down.
You're right. You're right. I'm a liar, and Lucifer always tells the truth, doesn't he? Oh, yeah. Except for when he leaves things out. Like the secret that he kept from Chloe. And the one that he's keeping from you.
What secret?
I can't tell you that. You won't believe me, because I'm a liar, right? But I can tell you how to find it out for yourself.
that ending has me a little bit intrigued, and I have a guess that it has something to do with Maze not being a demon. I'll find out soon enough in the next episode, but Maze not being a demon was my guess for right now. And boom. Coming up next, Season 5, Episode 4, It Never Ends Well for the Chicken. It's a punchline to an old joke. And if I saw this correctly, this episode is in black and white. And that's how TVs used to be back in the day, kids. Way back in the day. I grew up with a black and white TV in my bedroom, but that was because it was the only one I could sneak up into my bedroom and hook up the cable to. So I watched black and white cable all through my teen years. But my grandparents had an actual black and white TV. We had all mostly upgraded to color by the time the 70s rolled around. But occasionally, and not even occasionally, more often than not, all the reruns were in black and white. So we used to watch black and white TV. It's true. Black and white TV. Moonlighting did a black and white episode as well. And I see a lot of correlations between the Lucifer series and Moonlighting and how they keep trying to avoid the Moonlighting mistakes. But the Moonlighting episode is significant because it is its narrator at least opened with, I think, Orson Welles' last film appearance was narrating the beginning to a black and white episode of Moonlighting, where he explained quite kindly, this is how TV used to be back in the day. It used to be in black and white. So nice that it's already coming all the way full circle. If they do a Shakespeare episode, I'm down. Anyway, it's Tio Grande Pandeo, and truly a Pandeo this time. I'm sorry I fucked up this recording and we ended up with a rewatch of it. But hey, join me next week and it will be a first-time viewing. I promise you I won't fuck up again. Ooh, and maybe some big things coming this week. Maybe some big things coming to the channel this week. Maybe you stick around. Maybe you hit like. Maybe you hit subscribe, because big things are coming to the channel this week. If you made it this far into the video, you should have left a comment by now. So like, comment, subscribe, share this shit with people, and hit the bell, because big things coming this week. All right, everybody, I am your uncle, Tio Grande Panteo, saying, get off my lawn, you goddamn kids.